Hi, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your April 1st, 2022 new moon reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. And as we do so, there will be a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. All right. So as we were doing the singing bowl, I was also looking into the scrying bowl, and I kept on seeing like a little tree, like a bonsai or something like that. So there can be a sense here of stunted growth, but also of something small but mighty coming forward. So yeah, that is definitely the message that Spirit is giving. Let's look and see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. We have the Seven of Wands. We have the Five of Pentacles. And we have the Three of Pentacles. Oh, interesting. Okay, so Cancer, this moon is a tricky moon. This moon can be a very aggressive moon if we don't handle it right. So this is a full moon in Aries. We are ruled by the moon, Cancer. So whenever anything is going on with the moon, we feel it more than anybody else. So with the full moon in Aries, it is near Mercury and it is near Chiron. So let's actually just dive right into the astrology of it. Here it says the new moon in Aries, it is time to take action, and it is. But it's time to also be very mindful of this action, because as we can see here from the cards that were pulled, the Seven of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles, as we're taking action, there's also a sense of a fighting spirit around us and things becoming more of a battle than they need to be. So acknowledging that and understanding that is going to be very important. With Aries near Mercury and Chiron, it can make our speech more aggressive. It can also make the way that we hear things more aggressive. So being aware of that, our communications can be more aggressive here, not only for us, but for everyone. And then also with Chiron, we're fighting against healing from past wounds. Chiron is the wounded warrior. Now Mars is in Aquarius. Does Mars feel really comfortable in Aquarius? No. But Aquarius is very chill, is very much about looking at our dreams and what we desire and healing and compassion and love and just good vibes, right? And Mars is the warrior, is the god of war. So this kind of does calm it down, but we can't have Mars rebelling against where it is right now. Now Mars is also near Saturn, and on the 5th of April, we have Mars and Saturn in conjunction with one another. And this brings the warrior spirit together with reason. So for a very small group of us, this makes us highly productive, highly, get things done, go after it, succeed and achieve. For most of us, though, it has a lot of energy come forward, a lot of this is what I need to do, this is what I need to do type of thing, and then a burnout really quickly after. Because we're spending so much time, so much energy on getting organized, getting ready, that we're not experiencing. And that is, or that we just don't even have the energy anymore. It's not that we're not experiencing, it's that we don't have the energy anymore to truly experience it the way that we want to. Now, Mars is also going to be in discord with the lunar node and with both the lunar nodes, so the north and the south. And this is Mars and also Saturn. This brings turmoil. Yeah, it does bring turmoil because we're not connecting with our conscious and subconscious self. The North Lunar Node is our conscious self. It is the head of the dragon. That's what it's known as. The South Lunar Node is the subconscious self. It is the tail of the dragon. So how we're balancing ourselves, we're out of whack with that, and then we're out of alignment with that, and then it's all wacky. And then we have the North Lunar Node. We're not seeing, understanding, comprehending where we are in the present. So that makes things frustrated. But what's really interesting is that we're also in discord with Uranus. Uranus is ruled by Aquarius, right? So a bit of the energy that we have going into it, because Mars is in Aquarius, kind of mellows this out. But what happens is Mars is all about the impassioned spirit, right? Oh, not Mars, I'm sorry. Uranus is all about being impassioned and also about nervousness. It's what brings us passion and what we really desire, but also what we're scared about. How do we bring it forward? Mars is all about aggressive and reactive and impulsive. So this makes it a very reactionary time, a very emotional time for us. And we can see that here with the Seven of Wands. There's a real sense of, I have a battle to fight. I'm going to fight it. I'm ruled by the moon, right? Cancer, because we are. And this makes everything so much more powerful for us. What we're going to see here is that we really do feel, and we really will feel like, I have to fight this. I have to fight this. I have to stand up for this. I have to fight this. I have to stand up for this. And this is going to be a time where it's like, okay, just calm down. Just calm down and step into yourself, because it will be so easy to be taken out of ourselves and to be reactionary towards everything, because this is an energy that most people are functioning in during this time. And it leads us to actually letting money pass us by. It leads us to the money falling away, to not seeing riches that are coming our way, to not seeing opportunities that are coming our way, because we're going to be so caught up in a mindset of poverty, in a mindset of, I have to fight for this. I have to get what's due to me. If not me, then nobody else type of mentality, but also feeling out in the cold. Like, I'm not a part of what's going on here. I don't get to walk through that door. It's almost like I'm not allowed to be wealthy. I'm not allowed to be happy. I'm not allowed. It's always just, it makes me, Cancer, it makes me get emotional, because I remember these times in my life where this feeling was so prevalent, and it's not a good place to be. It's a very debilitating place to be. And you find that it, like, once you've stepped, like, walked that path, you find that it can come up in the oddest of moments, in the oddest times. So it's looking at that poverty mentality. It's seeing it, and it's saying, you don't get to rule me anymore. So let's look at the energy we have to be mindful of during this time. Angels, excuse me, and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Oh, goodness. Okay, so right here, this is the Ace of Swords. Oh, biting words. That's exactly what Spirit said as that, came over. Biting words, biting words. We're going to take something that is said very personally. It could have been meant personally. I actually see this more as a person who, they're just vindictive in their words. They can give a compliment and an insult at the exact same time, in the exact same, breath, with a really rather pleasant expression on their faces. So just be mindful of this, that there is going to be some sort of argument, or there can be. We don't have to say that it's going to be, because forewarned is forearmed, right? There can be some sort of argument that comes forward, and it's like, enough is enough. Enough is enough. I'm done with this. Stand your ground, know what it is that you want, but also, if we can not have this blow up, that would be the best thing for us, because we're going to find that everybody's going to find that we can all be a little bit nasty during this time. Like, we'll say things, and again, we're having that warrior spirit. It's like, I am fighting, I am defending, but they can't be unheard, and we can't take them back. So, yeah. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Angels and masters. This is the soul star chakra, located 6 inches above our crown. This is the sense of the angels, divinity, the masters of the universe coming together and protecting us. We are protected during this time. We are healing during this time. We are loved during this time. And that is a beautiful thing. It moves us then to our Goddess Oracle message. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Ooh, okay. And this is the Seeker. Right here. And it says, the meaning of life is to seek ways to give your life meaning. Doing so with gratitude, patience, and compassion for both others and ourselves. And that's really going to be important during this time, to have a attitude of gratitude, right? But also to really embrace a sense of love, a sense of understanding, a sense of beauty that is a part of us, that gets to really walk with us. Because people will feel it. Cancer, you don't understand. People will feel the energy radiating from us. They will feel the love or the hurt or the pain or the disappointment or the peace. Whatever is radiating from us, people feel. Now, people might attack what either they don't really understand or they can't accept. But if we walk in a place of love, from a place of love, that energy vibration, it goes out. It goes out and people feel it. People see it. Even if we get discouraged within ourselves, because coming from a place of love, coming from a place of healing, it doesn't get the same reaction as those who are more aggressive. So we can feel like, oh, nobody's seeing me, nobody's healing me, hearing me. But if we're healing and we're bringing out that energy into the world, Cancer, that's what's needed. So let's go deeper. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, angels. Okay. So I just heard a doorbell ring, and for me, when I hear that, and it's not the proper doorbell, it means something is downloaded. Something is downloaded. Something is coming. Some sort of knowledge, some sort of deeper understanding is coming our way. So just know that there's the doorbell ringing, and it can be that somebody is here, but yeah, for me that just means that some sort of knowledge is coming our way. So we have the Seven of Earth, the Seven of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Fool. So it's interesting here. I'm going to have to take a sip of water. Excuse me. What's interesting here is that we need to have patience. But there's also a sense of, yes, we need to have patience, but we also need to know that we're working darn hard on this. So there is an energy around us of, I'm picking up all the work. I'm the one taking care of everything. Others might be taking the credit for it or saying, oh, look what I can do. Look what I can do. They can't. They can't do it. So here with the Seven of Pentacles, there is a sense of, this is what I'm nurturing. This is what I'm growing. This is what's important to me. I always see the Seven of Pentacles being the gardener. And then the people who own the gardens come through and say, oh, look at my beautiful garden. They didn't do any of the work. So here, it's really taking pride in the work that is being done and really owning that beauty, owning that serenity that comes forward. We have the Six of Air. There is some sort of voyage that we're going on. There is something here where the boat and the water, and it's taking our knowledge, the traditional, way of looking at this card or imagery of this card is six swords, being put on a boat and moving forward. It's moving forward with our knowledge. It's moving forward with what we need. And the Six of Swords here is also very much a sense of, I need to start this journey. And there's a journey that we need to start. And a lot of people are going to say, oh, well, your head is in the clouds, or how could you possibly, think or see or want to do that? And then we have the Fool, where we're hearing this call, we're hearing this pull, we're hearing this sense of, this is what I need to do. And we need to acknowledge it. We need to embrace it. We need to move forward with that energy, with that call, because there's a sense of, I don't want to look foolish. Whenever the Fool comes up, there's like this fear, like everybody's going to laugh, right? Nobody's going to see. But we have to understand, what's a beautiful message with the Fool is that everybody starts off as a fool. Everybody starts off foolish. Every hero, every inventor, every person who steps out of the mold starts off as a fool before they make it, before they succeed. And that becomes the extraordinary thing. The Fool is setting us apart. The Fool is calling us forward. It brings us then to go into our Lunar Message, which begins here. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. It begins with, take time to breathe out. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Okay. The energy is gaining momentum. Adjustments are required. Your dreams need a practical plan. And this is all very important because there's a sense of, we're starting off this whole entire thing kind of berating ourselves with, our dreams need a practical plan. I need to have something concrete set in the ground to be able to move things forward. Adjustments are going to need to be had. Adjustments are required. We need to breathe out. We need to breathe out. You see that? We need to take a deep breath in, release it, and center ourselves, calm ourselves. There's something here about light guiding. And that's what Spirit keeps on saying. And it's so funny because the new moon has no light, and yet Spirit is saying the light guides, the light guides. So that's very interesting. It leads us then to the energy is gaining momentum, the energy that is guiding us, the energy of insight and intentions and desires that the new moon brings, but also the sense of feminine expression around us. This beautiful feminine energy of the moon is coming forward. And as much as we want everything to be practical and we want everything to follow an orderly line, and I do see that with Aries, Aries is the warrior. There is this sense of just natural chaos to the feminine. And there's natural chaos, of course, to the masculine too. But here, it is a sense of, let me express this. You see cloths and movement with, I don't know if it's scarves, some sort of dancing is being done. It could be scarves or it could be skirts. I don't know if the person's holding up their skirts or not. There's just like shadow imagery kind of coming forward. And there is a sense of, I need to express, and so I need to be free. Being free through dance, through music, can be very important to us, is actually very important to us, Cancer. We're actually going to find that if we let ourselves express our bodies, we find that we feel more in line with our own energy, with what is coming forward. So that's very, very interesting here. So let's go deeper into what the moon has to say for herself. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels, my goodness, angels and spirit guides, angels. We have the sovereignty, the queen of the moon. Oh, look at her sleeves. Look at her sleeves. They're big and long. And that could also be what was coming forward. And then we have abundance. So there is a sense here of abundance in embracing the queen of the moon, in embracing the sovereignty, the beauty, the expression that is this time, that is us, that is what we are needing and seeking and developing within. There is also a sense of this moon is bringing us abundance. This moon is bringing us blessings and insights and new ideas. There's almost a sense of we're breaking the mold. There's almost a sense, there's a sense of we're breaking the mold. We're stepping forward to more than what we had realized. The warrior spirit is not going to be bad for us. Spirit does not want us to think that if I embrace this, I'm denying me. It's like, no, if I embrace this warrior spirit and say, I'm focused, I'm driven, this is what I want. But if we embrace the warrior spirit by saying, by getting into fights with everybody, because everybody's tempers are going to be rising, we're going to do ourselves a disservice. We're going to find that we're not making it the way that we really want to. So let's look at our Luna, our subconscious Luna energy. We have hunger, and we have nothing will come of the situation. We are hungering for so much more, and yet nothing will come of the situation. So it almost feels like, and with the void, of course, it is what we think will not come true. And I know that it is harsh, and I don't mean it to be. I'm sitting there thinking, Spirit, you could say it nicer, but I'm just the messenger. How we think it is going to come forward is not how it's going to come forward. And yet, it is the beauty of the journey that we get to embark on, that we get to embrace, that we get to, be a part of during this time. We're hungering for something, and yet it will not come in the way that we think it will. It just won't. It moves us to our subconscious energy to be mindful of. The Two of Cups. There's a healing going on, all right? But there's a person that makes you feel like, wow, we made progress, we've healed, we're coming together, and then they just turn around and do the same thing over and over again. So just be mindful of that. It's like a leopard never changes their spots. That's very much the energy that's coming from them. Our subconscious chakra energy is meditation, the crown chakra. It's being crowned with peace and with beauty, but it's also, again, there's a movement. It's swaying like the trees. I don't know if you just want to, during this new moon, just go outside and sway with the trees. Sway, just let yourself sway with the wind, because you'll actually find that to be very beautiful, very grounding, very, very inspirational. It moves us to our subconscious goddess oracle cards, and this is the truth. And it says, you cannot be truthful with another person unless you are first truthful and honest with yourself. The truth is not afraid of questions. I like that. I like that a lot. It brings us then to our subconscious tarot message, which begins with the Wheel of Fortune. Things are changing, and our angels are guiding us. Our angels are untangling a lot of the messes we have gotten ourselves into just simply by being human. And there is such a sense here of what has been holding me back for so long being released. It moves us then to the Page of Water. We are represented by the Cups in the Minor Arcana. We are represented by the Chariot in the Major Arcana. This is us. We are a student. We are a student of what we love and of who we are, but we're also not held back. There is just such an energy with the Page of Cups and us, Cancer, that we're seeing things differently. We're expressing ourselves differently. We're opening up the doors to new things, new ideas. And it is so much more than we thought it was going to be. This is a time of letting ourselves be childlike, letting ourselves be wondrous, and letting that wonder and that glory guide us, asking questions, opening our hearts, just being so present within the world without being weighed down by it. All right, Cancer. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy, as we crown ourselves with the power of the moon, as we crown ourselves with the essence and the beauty of expression and of what we desire, of what we've been patiently waiting for. This is the beginning of a new journey. This is the beginning of so much more coming forward. Let's embrace it instead of shutting ourselves out from it, because it will be so easy to not take in these gifts. Spirit's saying, be bold and be brave and take them in. All right. So let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power and the intensity of this time, but also of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Cancer, and may you have a blessed moon.